Hello everyone, Manathrall here, and welcome back to Ark. Now, today we're going to do a little bit of wyvern hunting. We're actually going to go for the wyverns. I want to show you about their location, how to get here. Now, I know I did kind of stumble upon it the one day for the one video. I said a long time ago about doing this video, and I never did. I don't know why. But since then, I will say this now, we do use mods. So that is, it's an unofficial, it's a private server. I am level 100, there's nothing special about it, so I'm getting the same amount of points as anybody else. The only difference is, I put a good amount into fortitude, because that fortitude is actually going to be very beneficial for me in the long run. Now when it comes to, well, I'm not so much just hunting down the wyverns, I'm more after their eggs. But you kinda can't do one without the other. Now if you see those obsidian like pillars over in the distance, you know you're going to be in the right area. Now I'm not actually going to dive into there. There's actually somewhere right along the shore here, beneath all these trees, that if you follow it, you'll see a little bit of lava popping up. And once you see that lava, just be a little cautious, because, well, right there's one already waiting for me. Yeah, you just want to be a little cautious, because you do... I gotta turn my gamma back down. But you do gotta be a little cautious, because you don't want to fly in here and run headfirst into a dragon. Now, if you head in this direction, usually you can kind of see them before you hit them. Before they see you. Now, be forewarned, the alphas can appear in this area. And also be forewarned, my pistol is 726.7 weapon damage, so it's relatively high. My mount here is a 255 Argent. Now, I had him carrying my medical brew and my food, because, as a lot of people know, usually your mounts will actually have a better preservative rate of meats and drinks than you will. Same with eggs. So we're going to tag this one. Oh, that ain't good. Okay, he kind of missed me, so that actually worked out in my favor. But you see, I was doing over 500 damage, but it was only a level 50, so it wasn't that strong of a wyvern. When they really got high powered is when they're in the upper, I want to say anywhere from 80 and up is when they actually started getting kind of more of a posing of a threat. Now the only downside now is I do have to fly a lot slower, because from here on out they can be anywhere. That first wyvern is kind of the precursor, because even where that crystal is to the left there, I have seen a wyvern's nest there. So that means there can be nests anywhere from here on up. Now there's certain locations you're going to kind of notice, like this right here, that are more prone to having a nest than some other locations. Now the fact that I'm not seeing another wyvern yet, I see one. I was going to say, the fact that I wasn't seeing one for a bit was kind of unnerving. However, I'm going to take my Argent up here. We're going to land. Now take notice too, I have parachutes with me. I have the parachutes for a very good reason. And it's just in case I need them. Okay, I see them down there. Very hard to see them. Make sure you get out of the way of their direct line of sight. And this is why a high fortitude is actually encouraged. Now, I can't see because he keeps lighting me on fire, which is kind of a problem for me. Ooh, yeah, see, he's a 170. That's why he's providing a little bit more of a fight than that other one did. Even then, with the medical brews and high fortitude, it wasn't too horrible of a fight. Okay, see, there's a recipe. So we'll take that recipe. Ow, you're hiding my bird from me. I don't like that. Yeah, margin's up there. I'll have to whistle to my Arjun, who seems to be ignoring me. Okay, this is not good, guys. My Arjun either can't get out from that. There we go. Whatever reason, I couldn't get my... Okay, it looks like it was probably partially due to lag. Okay, we're going to head over here because I've seen another wyvern flying and I want to land. I don't like having my birds follow because I've had too many instances where things will follow and then if something, like let's say I disconnect for whatever reason, they just go kamikaze in this area and dive straight into the lava. So I did see a wyvern out that way yet. Okay, see these little holes in the wall like that? That's what I'm looking for. Right over there, I can already see 2 nests. So that means there should be 2 eggs. But I also know there's at least 1 more dragon nearby. And I don't know where he's at, or she. Sometimes you'll actually get lucky. Ooh, there's a fire egg. And they will actually just kind of dip into the lava, and the lava will actually kill them too. Okay, I'm going to leave my Arjun here, and we're going to take a look around on foot. Because if I can spot them without being on my Arjun, I don't see it. So it either flew up there or it fell into the lava for some reason. I have seen it happen. They just land in the lava and then next thing you know they're dead. Alright, so since this egg is right here, and since that... Ah, there it is. I just seen him up there. So he's messing around that one nest. Ooh, look at that. 190 fire wyvern. So now I picked up the egg. That wyvern that is close by is going to be pissed. Right there he is. Or she, like I said. Whoa! That I did not expect. I did not know there was 2 wyverns nearby. And I see another one flying around up above now too. So I got to be a little bit careful. As long as these medical brews hold out, I'm okay. But I did see another one flying around above. Whoa! There it is. Now my Arjun has a lot of health. So that's working for me in my favor. And if you find a good spot like I just did, you're not going to face a whole lot of damage. Ooh, until it does that. There we go. Alright, so my Argent probably took a little bit of damage from all this. The Argent had 10,000 health, it now has 9,000. It's still not bad on the grand scale of everything. And now I don't see any more Wyverns around, so now we can check out these other nests. Usually a nest will have an egg. It's just the point of, are they good yet or not? And that is always kind of hard to tell until you're actually right on top of the egg. See, now like here, this one actually doesn't have an egg in it. So it was either there's a Wyvern that was getting ready to lay an egg here, or it didn't despawn yet from the last time I was here and picked up an egg, which was just last night. So it is entirely possible that is the case, that it just didn't despawn yet. Because sometimes it's instant, like that one. Other times it takes forever, like those. Okay, so here's another nest. We'll see what's here. We got another fire egg. And see, since I already disbanded the Wyverns in this part of the trench, I'm just going to keep collecting all the eggs I possibly can. Reason being is because, well, you can always put them in the fridge if you don't have room or time to hatch them. So this is something to try to keep in mind if you haven't or if you want to hatch Wyverns or anything like that. Now this will be a longer episode, I will mind you, because this is only about half of the Wyvern area. There is a whole entire area up here yet that I didn't even get to yet. Okay, so here we got another poison. And we are finding some good eggs, which is both good and bad for me, because it's good because that means they're good eggs. It's bad because that means traditionally, I can't see. Okay, that one hurt my bird a little bit. Now I'm going to start putting my eggs actually in the bird, because that'll actually help me from losing the eggs if something were to happen. At least to me. You know, well, actually, just it helps my carry weight, to be perfectly honest. It's probably actually a worse idea, because then if the Argent dies, then I have to worry about getting its inventory. And if I have to worry about getting its inventory, that might not fare well. Now, you'll take notice I'm flying this way right now, because I don't know if there's any Wyverns that were right there waiting. And nothing worse than waiting Wyverns. Okay, so that one right there, it was waiting for me. So land, get off my Argent, because that Wyvern is coming for me. Now, looks like this Wyvern is kind of stuck on this little bit of a hillside. So, in that regards, I'm kind of lucky. Whoa! It's only a level 25. So I got very lucky there. Very lucky. Now, I want to kind of scope this out, because when you tick off any of the dragons by taking their eggs, all the dragons in the area are pissed off. It's not just one, it's all of them. So keep that in mind if you are egg hunting for Wyvern eggs. If you piss off one, you're going to piss them all off. Unless you're just fighting them for some reason. If you're just killing them, they don't seem to care as much. It's like, ah, you killed my brother, who cares? But you take an egg, you're public enemy number one. Now sometimes there's a nest right here actually. Now this area I'm being a little bit cautious about because they can be in many areas. Not just the eggs, but the wyverns. As you can see, there is a lot of wyverns here. So here I have to be extraordinarily careful. So we're actually going to take my Argent in here. I've even seen a nest in here already now. So we're going to take my Argent in here. We're going to let the Argent kind of sit here. Or your flying mount. Me personally, I would strongly recommend an Argent. Reason being is because Argents have good health capabilities, good carrying capabilities, and those are both kind of necessary for wyvern hunting and egg hunting. Now, if you get them at a distance like this, it's going to greatly help your odds of not getting attacked. And the less you get attacked, of course, the less brews, the less food you'll have to go through, and less water. Now, as long as I can spot them and kill them from a distance, it really helps increase my survivability rate. Because that one that looks like the alpha one. So let's get my trusty... I accidentally drank my water. See, that one in the distance kind of looks like the alpha. That's just a male. So maybe it's not an alpha, but keep in mind you gotta look around too here. Okay, so that one I can't quite reach properly yet. So we're gonna run up here. My Argent's nice and safe where it's at. Usually they're not back that far. It's just they can be. But they're going to be more focused on me because I'm not done shooting the crap out of them yet. Okay, there's that fire one. Tagged it. Once you tag it, now, unfortunately for me there, I did get hit by the fire. Not a whole lot compared to the other times that you guys had seen. I'm taking the talons too because, well, the talons are pretty cool. There we go, we tagged that one. That one's kind of stuck. Which kind of sucks. Alright. That actually ended up working out pretty good for me. Okay, so I see two more wyverns in the distance. As you guys can see from here. The one is about dead. So it must have landed in the lava one too many times. Which, by the way, I love it when they land in lava. I might be too far to hit him with this pistol. That is a drawback of this pistol, is its range is not as good as some other weapons. Unfortunately, there's no wyvern nest up here, so that means I can't quite lure them by taking an egg. I do see a nest over there. Yeah, I'm going to have to get closer for those two. So what we're going to do is we're going to run back to my origin. I know it's kind of far, but it was worth to protect my origin because I'm not getting any eggs without that origin. Not that, you know, it's like a requirement, but it makes my life a whole heck of a lot easier with a flyer. And you could by all means do this with a grapple, but you're also going to be increasing your carrying weight by doing it that way. For me personally, I do recommend having some parachutes with you when you're doing this. You're just really going to help increase your capability of what you can and can't do here. Now, just because I think there was no more wyverns other than these two, doesn't mean there's not more wyverns. It's one of those things where I've done it too many times where there's been a wyvern that's kind of hiding back off to the side. You don't know it until it's on you. Alright, so that one's dead. There I got a lot of pop shots off into this wyvern. There I got even more shots off into it. Alright, so that actually went pretty good. See, I parked my Arjun, and I kept him out of harm's reach. Now it's just the point of, okay, all the wyverns are probably dead. So now it's the point of checking out the nests. And the nests are usually in cookie holes or pathways. As you can see here, here's a cookie hole, and there's a nest right in there with it. It's possible there's an egg. Sometimes the eggs are already spoiled, so you do have to keep that in mind that you might not be finding a good egg. And if you do take a bad egg and there is wyverns nearby, they will still get mad. Because you're still touching their shit, basically. Oh, there's one that already respawned, which is not good for me. And I don't mean an egg respawn, I mean a wyvern respawn. Okay, luckily he's a horrible shot. So am I, though. So we're kind of even on that ground. There we go. Take a few more medical brews, a little bit of food. See, I also... Please don't tell me that was another one. I also generally... There is another one right there. I always like to keep a loaded pistol. I should actually get a better gun for this, but I have not yet. Something like an assault rifle would probably be more ideal. Okay, so we got empty, empty. There's one down there, empty. Because the nests aren't guaranteed that they'll always be in these locations. Matter of fact, you could actually come here and not see a single egg. But I usually use let the Arjun carry the eggs for just a simple factor of in case, you know, when I'm trying to quickly chug down a bunch of medical brews, that I don't accidentally get and eat the egg. Okay, where to go? There it is. Yeah, I actually think that was the mama for that one, too. So as you can see, I'm getting quite a bit of eggs, actually. I got a good, impressive fire wyvern egg, but that's about it. I got one more cubby hole from what I know of to check. There might be more areas, I'm not entirely sure. Yep, that was the last area to check. So I'm going to stage dive, we'll dive down here, see about it, there's not. And then I'm going to come up here, I'm going to check this last area. I don't know if there will ever be one that spawns here or not. There's two areas actually I want to check. I got to be careful up here because when I was here yesterday, there was an alpha right up there. Why does this looks like a fake? It is a fake wall. Ah, secrets. I noticed in a lot of the wyvern areas, there's actually a lot of fake areas like that. Fake walls. So eventually this will... Oh. This has an artifact, but what's down even further? I see. I see. This is an area within the trench. So there you have it, guys. There's even a secret for you guys if you're not familiar with this area. You can actually use this as cover. And there's actually an artifact inside. What do we got? Artifact of the Clever. Now, I don't think, I didn't think your pets could actually carry it. Or I wasn't entirely sure either. Just make sure. I was like, you're not eating eggs, right? You're not supposed to. But that'll actually do it for this video, though. So thank you guys so much for watching. And until next time, later, guys.